What's up, guys? This is the start of part 2 of the turbo Datsun truck. Right now I am working on the feed line for the turbo. I just went to Home Depot and found this line. It's actually an ice maker supply line, but I found some fittings. I usually wouldn't do this, but just for this build I'm going to be kind of rigging some stuff because I know it isn't going to last long, and I plan on pulling this engine out very soon because that one's going in. But yeah, I'm just kind of making stuff work here, working with what I got. I just got the feed line. Now I need to route the return. So on the bottom of the turbo, which you're probably not going to be able to see it, there's a fitting, and that fitting I'm just going to go straight down to the valve cover. And after that return line is done, the only thing left I have to do is the wastegate, which I'm going to drill a hole somewhere right in here and mount the wastegate. And then, I lied. I also have to make the up pipe for the like outlet, so it's not blowing, you know, into the firewall. But yeah, I'm going to make the pipe come up, and then I'm going to have the wastegate here, and I'm also going to make that wastegate pipe come up and join into the same exhaust. Alright guys, I got the exhaust tacked up. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Just kind of have the outlet kind of go out that way. I just finished welding the wastegate flange on, I guess you call it the up pipe. So that is all done. I need to put this all back on, which is kind of tough. All I have left to do is put the oil drain off the turbo into the valve cover. I got a little hole or spot marked where the hole was supposed to go, and that is literally the only thing I have left to do. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to get that all put back together. I got the up pipe all done. The wastegate flange is all welded on, ready to go. Right now I'm getting the turbo on. I did drill and tap a fitting into the valve cover, and I got an oil drain from the turbo down to the valve cover. So the only thing I have left to do is bolt the turbo the rest of the way on, put the wastegate on, put this elbow on, and start it up and see what happens. So there is one problem. I think I mentioned it before. The wastegate, I don't have the valve seat or fire ring or whatever you call it. I lost it. I don't know where it is, but that might be okay because I don't know if it's going to push any boost anyways. I only need like 5 psi because I think that's about all this thing will handle. Well, really, all the carburetor will handle, because that carb isn't designed for boost, and it's not going to work good, and I know it's not going to work good, but we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I got this thing all the way together pretty much, but I do not have the fire ring for the wastegate. So air is just leaking right by. You can even feel it just at idle. More air is coming out of this than this. It's not really making any boost. I went out and test drove it, and when you hammer on it, it seems about like the same speed as before it was turboed. So I don't think it's really getting any boost. I think most of it's just leaking out of the wastegate. I don't think there's really any leaks, but I just took this PCV off and aimed it down and just capped it off. And I'm going to go test drive it again and see if it changes anything. If not, I'll put that back on. I ordered a fire ring. It should be here soon. I might make one at work tomorrow. Today's Sunday. So the fire ring that I ordered isn't supposed to be here for another like 5 or 6 days. So I'm probably just going to make one at work and put it on here. It might not be exactly perfect, but I found the measurements online and I can whip it up on the lathe pretty quick. So yeah, let's go on a test drive. Alright guys, I think I might have figured out why this thing isn't making boost. I just remembered this turbo has a spot, it's like right here. There's a hole for an internal wastegate, but there is no gasket or anything on that. So I'm thinking it's just leaking right past that hole behind there. But I do have a gasket. So right here's the gasket. You can even see the little spot where exhaust is hitting the flange, or the gasket. But yeah, I think it's just leaking. And that leaking out, it's not even reaching the turbine, so it's not spinning it, which is making no boost. You can definitely tell it's just leaking right on past, because there's like a bunch of black soot coming right out of the side of this thing. So hopefully that gasket will solve the problem.